Oh, hey guys. So I'm going to change up the tempo a little bit. Just to kind of, you know, keep things fresh, I guess. I can go into that a little bit, but what I wanted to talk about, is Dumbphones. So I'm saying that now because I want to get to that, but I'm getting kind of sidetracked. So, taking like breaks from stuff is, which is kind of what this is. This video is kind of taking a quick break from the big story, and it's kind of necessary, especially depending on how big the project or whatever is. So it's like, and then I'll get to Dumbphones. It's kind of like with the recording process with say you're in a band and your band has like 10 songs and you're in a studio and you paid money to record an album, okay? Or let's say you are recording your album yourself. You're recording your band's album, which is a lot more typical today. And you've got like whatever software there is available, which is everywhere, and you're recording your band's songs. Well, one of the tricks to recording and like mixing, when you're mixing, okay, so say you've got a bass track and a drum track and a guitar track and a vocal track and blah blah blah, you've got these tracks. I apologize. One of the like an important thing to the recording process when mixing is you can only really mix for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then you have to take a break, because if you don't take a break every 20 or 30 minutes, you start to lose perspective. And like so you'll have your earphones on, and say you're going like way longer, you're not taking breaks, and you have your earphones on and you're in the process of mixing, your perspective gets lost. Your perspective totally gets lost because you're totally absorbed in the whole thing. And then what you think sounds good, you don't know that you've mentally exhausted yourself and you're thinking something sounds good. And then you'll go back later and you'll listen to it and it'll be total garbage. That's because like you can only do the mixing process for like 20 or 30 minutes with doing the whole immersing yourself in the mixing process to get it to sound just right. And after about 20 or 30 minutes, you have to like take a break, because your mind will get mentally exhausted and you won't even know it. And like I said, that's what will happen. You'll think it sounds really good, you're like on it for like a couple hours mixing and shit, and you're thinking it sounds really good, and then you come back to it like the next day and you're listening and you're like, this sounds like shit. That's what happens when you don't take breaks. And similar thing with like like this storyboarding this story is so ridiculous, And so this is kind of like a little break. I'm taking a break for a second. And I wanted to talk about Dumbphones. So I've been looking into this for a while, because I honestly, I've for a long time, I've wanted to disconnect from the internet. Like the internet is such toxic garbage, dude. And like people try to defend it. Well, yeah, that's true, but and they're always like, yeah, sure, that's true. The internet is, yeah, it is really a lot. Yeah, really toxic garbage, but, and it's always but, and it's like, no, there is no but. It's just, it is what it is. It's just complete garbage. It's disgusting, dude. Yeah, no, it's totally disgusting. And I could go through, like right now, I could go to BitChute and scroll through all the popular and trending, and all it is people complaining about any and everything. All these people complain. That's all they do, nonstop complaint. Doom scroll. Everything is doom. Complaining about the latest doom. All this doom. Everything is doom. And then when you look at these people that are complaining, these are like these people that run these channels. They're bringing in fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off their shitty channel, and all they do is complain, complain, complain. Meanwhile, a disconcerting 8+ billion people on the planet are just struggling to put food on the table. Like, they're not bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year just doing some crappy, shitty propaganda garbage and popular and trending on some fucking retarded, you know, social media platform or alt tech platform. Like, it's all just such garbage, dude. So anyways, so I've been looking into these dumb phones for a while. I didn't really know it was called a dumb phone, but I was looking them up a couple days ago, and I'm pretty much have fully decided I'm getting a dumb phone. And so I'm on this job right now, and so I'm going to be making, money. And so pretty soon I'm going to get a dumb phone, and then just disconnect from the internet. Now, I know you're not supposed to announce that on your channel. Like, if you run a YouTube or a BitChute channel, you're not supposed to announce that you're leaving. You're supposed to just not say anything and leave, because the rule is, if you announce on your channel that you're going to be leaving soon, you're planning on disconnecting from the internet. If you announce that, then what that really means is you're just trying to get attention from your subscribers, so that your subscribers will come around and say, "Oh, please don't go. We love you so much," and all this shit. That's the rule, because there's all these rules that you have to abide by. One of the rules being you have to sell out. You have to talk about what's popular. If you talk about unpopular subjects like homelessness, for example, like you're going against that's a naughty no. You're not supposed to talk about unpopular subjects. You're supposed to talk about popular subjects if you're going to run a channel, right? And you're supposed to sell out. The goal is supposed to be, a quantity of subscribers. You're supposed to have lots of subscribers and views. And all. Anyways, it's all just totally gay, dude. It's totally gay. And you can never find like a channel, like an everyday person like me, just turning on a camera and talking shit. Like, you can't find them. Yeah, you might find about four of them. But then amidst this massive wall of fucking shitty sellout propagandist grifting internet influencers, there's this massive wall of infinite sellout grifting shilling influencers. And then you might find, if you spend a lot of time on the internet, you might find 4 or 5 that are just everyday people. If you're lucky, because one of those channels that seems like an everyday channel, it could just be another propagandist like me. I've been accused many times that, I'm an agent of some sort or other in my channel. Even though my channel's only got like 300 subscribers, I'm just this agent that's getting paid to it's just like, it's so dumb, dude. It's so dumb. But anyways, no, dude, the internet, it's so toxic. And all it is just the more I'm on the internet, the more I'm feeding these sellout internet influencers. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing nothing but complaining, like all these first world complaints coming from these internet influencers that bring in hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off their garbage, just sellout propaganda garbage, and they're bringing in hundreds of thousands of years. And when that's all there is to watch, because it's just an infinite wall of that, and every once in a while you might find an everyday person voice. Like, what am I supporting? A big giant wall of infinite sellout grifting, lying, propagandist shills that all they do is complain constantly, first world complaints of how they're the ones being censored and, oh, they're the victims of everything. They're just the victims of all. Meanwhile, a disconcerting 8+ billion people on the planet are struggling just to put food on the table. So why, me being one of those disconcerting 8+ billion, why would I support a wall, this massive infinite wall of grifting, lying, fucking scumfuck shills that are bringing in tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars off of their grifting, lying, bullshit propaganda? Why? That's all I'm supporting when I'm on the internet is a bunch of garbage. It's all fucking garbage. So anyways, but I'm fairly confident that my 29 subscribers are, in a general way, are quality subscribers. Even the trolls, any possible trolls that might be subscribed to my channel, there's a fairly decent chance, maybe 50-50, that they're somewhat meaningful trolls. Like there's some kind of hope for them, you know. You know what I mean? So anyways, I got to cut this short because I can't be putting up long form videos. But yeah, so I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but because I'm making money right now, one of the first big buys I'm going to do is the Dumbphone, and then I'm going to switch over to the Dumbphone. And the Dumbphone, I won't have any internet access. I'll have talk, text, I'll have GPS access, and I can load up tons of music on it. But outside of that, I won't have internet access, so I won't be on the internet. I may continue to run this channel, but it will be way different, you know, where I will just, if I do a video, I'll have to go to the library and upload the video. That way I'm not on the internet. I don't want to feed these trolls. I don't want to support these propagandist lying shills. Like, and if I'm not there, and none of it's about me anyways. None of it's, if you're like me, none of this garbage that's all over the internet on these social media platforms, none of it has to do with me or you if you're anything like me. It has to do with Charlie Kirk and Trump and Biden and Kamala and, you know, interdimensional beings and Jewish space lasers. And, you know, none of it has to do with me or you. Me or you are just slaves. We're just struggling to put food on the table. We're not living this movie where we're battling the interdimensional beings and the Jewish space lasers are shooting all around us. And, you know, that's for them. That's for those sellout, grifting, lying, scumfuck retards that'll say and do anything to make a buck off of their shitty, you know, propagandist channels. So it has nothing to do with me or you. And it's not entertaining, dude. Like, it's mostly not entertaining. It's mostly garbage. Like, it used to be entertaining, but that was a long time ago. Ever since YouTube aborted itself, it's no longer entertaining. It's garbage. It's straight up garbage. And all these people are in denial. They're like, no, it's not garbage. You're just not awake. Fucking, it's all been completely subverted and taken over by sheeple and sellout. You know, grifters. That's all it is. That's all the internet is fucking populated with masses of sheeple and masses of bots and a bunch that are all following a bunch of lying, grifting, shilling, scumfuck propagandist sellouts. So yeah, Dumbphone. See you, boys.